Hello, everybody. Give us a few minutes. If you would, please go ahead and share this out. We're probably going to, not probably, but we are going to also address some of the questions that we have. Also, there you go. I cannot hear myself right now. Hope everyone's doing well. I hope you have a really good Monday, May 1st so far. It's someone's very important birthday, someone in my life. A very, 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 very important birthday today. Without her, I wouldn't be around. So happy birthday, Mama, if you're watching. All right, we're all set and ready to go, Michael. All right, everyone, let's get started. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today, of course, is a Monday again with Michael, William, Aim, and myself. My name is Nguyen. I am here from Orange County, California, and today is May 1st, 2023. I wanted to say hello to Michael and hello to everyone that's joining us today. Michael, if you would, please take the mic and say hello to everyone.
Well, hello, everyone. What's that? Today's Monday, yeah? Happy Monday, May 1st, right? Beginning of a new month. And great time to be in On Passive, and we look forward to a very exciting month of May. Absolutely.
Yes, this is a very exciting month. We just came out Saturday from a meeting with our CEO and our team. And as you have been following On Passive, we have launched our office in Cairo, Egypt. Now, think about Egypt. How many people are in Egypt, right? And learn about Cairo, learn about Egypt. It's going to blow your mind. But today, we wanted to get together to talk about let's build our business. How are we going to build our business? As we said earlier, from a lot of the previous conversations that we have, we share with you the awesomeness about On Passive. And now let's take a look at our business. Now, Michael, you and I have built business, have started business before. There must be some really important steps that we need to take in order to build our own business. Our own as in we own our own business. So would you please, let's talk about that.
Sure, right. Absolutely, Julie. And it's important, I think, for everyone to understand that it is your business, right? On Passive is not your business, right? If you were to look at the incorporated documents of On Passive, we're not going to see your name. I'm going to see my name. I'm going to see Julie's name. Okay. So we don't own On Passive, but we certainly, as being a early bird founders, being an early bird brand ambassador, we certainly have first access, to the business as a tool, as a vehicle to help us build our own business. Okay. And so we can utilize all the products and tools that On Passive has to offer, in order to create something for ourselves and our family. That's what this is all about, right? And so we can set up our own corporation if we want to, like our own LLC, depending on where you are, what country you're in, etc. But your own company, right? You can do that. And it's certainly a good idea as you start to generate good income. You want to do that because there's some advantages to having your income coming through a corporation versus your income coming in as personal income, right? There's lots of advantage for that. But we're not going to go into great details with that. We just want people to understand that this is all about your business. So, for example, if you have an existing business, something that has nothing to do with on passive, right? Maybe you're selling nails or you're selling cosmetics or whatever it is that you're selling. If that's your business, then certainly you can use on passive tools and products within that business to explode that business, right? If you don't have a separate business, then you basically adopt on passive as your business. So in other words, you can still create, Julie Nguyen LLC, right? And Julie Nguyen LLC is doing what? It's selling digital products, right? So it'll be selling O Connect, it's selling, Academy and so on, right? Giving customers access to free products such as O-Mail, O-Net, and all of that, right? So there's different ways to go with it, but it's just important that everyone understand that you, I, us, we don't own on passive, but yet it will give us the vehicle that we certainly can get to whatever destination we want from a financial standpoint, by all means.
Absolutely. On the side note, Michael, when you are saying that we do not own on passive, we do not on the paperwork, do not. Even if we are saying that, we've been saying, the founders, it's basically the founding member of a business is basically you're putting effort into it. But in this case, as a founding member of OnPassive, we're putting the effort in our own business, owning our own, sharing our own, and learning about the vehicle of OnPassive. But we do not own as in on paperwork. We cannot go into offices of OnPassive and saying, I am the founder of OnPassive, because that is not true. We didn't spend the monies. We didn't spend millions of dollars to build this. So on the side note, we need to understand that there is a separation about, you own your own business, you're spending the money, and there is someone else's business that giving us a vehicle to do so. So that's kind of like, on the side note that I want to bring it up. As we are watching OnPassive building and developments, some of us 4 years, 5 years, some of us 3 years, 1 year, we know that building that brand of your business is so important, right? So important. Let's just use the Julie Nguyen as a business we're talking about. I have to go out there and building my own brand as a Julie Nguyen brand in order to do that. Now, building our own Julie Nguyen business brand, if we were to say before OnPassive, there's not a lot of tools and, vehicles for us to do so. It's going to take so much money and time for us to build that brand. But because of OnPassive has doing their own brand, it helping us using that vehicle. Could you explain that a little bit more clearly about how my own business could use the vehicle of OnPassive to promote my own business?
Sure. So as I mentioned, there's kind of like two streams, if you wish, right? There's a stream whereby I already have a going concern. I already have an existing business, and I just want to be able to get more customers for that existing business, right? So based upon that, if we use that as the first stream, right, then we know that with all businesses, it's so important to have traffic. What is traffic? Traffic is people, real eyeballs, real individuals who are potential customers, right? Not everyone is your customer, but they're all potential customers. If what you offer, if they like what you offer, if they want what you offer, if they're looking for what you have to offer, then they are your potential customers. And so you can use traffic, advertising, marketing that can be purchased through OnPassive. You can use that to help drive potential customers to your existing business, right? And the same goes with the various tools that are available, even something as simple as O-Mail, right? So you access an email, but based upon the features that are there, you can utilize that now within that existing business that you have by switching over, to that particular platform instead of what you may be currently using. A lot of people use Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, etc., for their business email. Right? So O-Mail can be that, and based upon the features, the enriched features that will be available, you're going to be able to get a better experience and also help your customers then have a better experience through video, emails, and so on, right? The O trim, being able to trim your links that you have to promote your business, right? Maybe you want a particular product to be promoted, so you can use a specific customized link for that purpose, right? So all these things is applicable for whatever existing business that you have, but also if you don't have that existing business, right? You're just looking for a way to be able to, take care of your family, take care of your finances, get a greater handle on that, even looking to create wealth for yourself and your family. All these things can happen by adopting the OnPassive brand as your business, right? And then I can still utilize those products in the same way, right? Except it's not promoting an existing business, but it's promoting the OnPassive products directly by me being an affiliate. So as an affiliate, I can sell OnPassive products and generate commissions from that, right? So either way, I'm still building my business, still building my brand, because I can customize it by having my unique domain name and so on through the trim, the O trim that we have. So all those things can be customized in such a way that what people are seeing would be Julie Nguyen, right? That's what they're seeing. That is the brand. That's what we're promoting. But yet the products that I'm selling are powered by OnPassive, right? That's how being an affiliate of a particular company works, right? And so we have those two streams that we can use, and you can do both, right? You could have an existing business and as well as have that brand in one direction, and then through another avenue now also have the OnPassive products and that you're just selling directly. So you can have best of both worlds. And so that's why I'm saying it is really exciting, folks. If we start to understand the power of being able to have corporate offices, in Dubai, in India, in America, in Singapore, and now in Egypt, that is powerful, okay? Because that's giving you access now, to the globe, in that sense, right? That's what that's doing. And so more and more people are going to recognize OnPassive. So it's going to be that much easier to just share the products that are available and generate a sizable income for yourselves and your family. It's a complete win. So when we tap into that with all the branding that OnPassive is doing, people are going to love the product itself, the name itself, the people, right, the staff. All of that ties into you being able to generate an income stream. And so that's exactly what we have. So we have those two streams that we can utilize. And I'm sure brand ambassadors will certainly take advantage of it. And as more and more customers come in, they will come just for using the products. They're not coming necessarily to build an income. They're coming just to use the products, because right now we know that there are billions of people around the world that are using emails, that are using video conferencing, that are using e-learning platforms, that have a human resource department. So O-Staff, for example, powered by OnPassive, will be an excellent product for those companies and organizations. So we have a lot to offer to a lot of people, and we can maximize our own returns by seeing how we fit in to those streams.
Absolutely, Michael. There are so many of us here have a chance to become early birds of OnPassive. At the very beginning, it was a founding member or the founder position, right? Once the products are available and released and ready to use, we have a chance to be the first customers to buy those products. Once we bought those products, we are absolutely own those products, and we get to resell those products as well. At the time when we are reselling the business, our own Julie Nguyen business is officially open. Am I correct, Michael?
Absolutely, Julie. That's exactly it right there. You got it.
Yeah. So if you could please explain to people, let's just say that I have two founder position. Does that mean that I can have one business as Julie Nguyen business, or does each of those founders positions, we call it, is one of each of those are each business, my own two businesses now? We're talking about two positions.
Sure. So each account, right? So when you created an account, right? So each account that you have can be a separate business, right? They don't have to promote the exact same thing. They can promote two different things, right? Or they can both promote the exact same thing, right? But regardless, they're separate, right? Two separate entities, right? And so I look at that as multiple income streams, right? Again, especially in this day and age, people have to have multiple income streams, Julie. Having one income just isn't enough. And that's why you have people who are doctors, lawyers, teachers, you name it, people from all walks of life. Having that one income just isn't enough. We know dentists, again, they make a great income, but it just isn't enough. Not based upon all the things that you want to do in life. And if you care about people, Julie, you need to have a lot. You need to have a lot of access, a lot of resource to really go out there and make a difference in the world, to be able to help people. So the more income streams you can have, the better it will be for you, because it will help you get to your income goal faster, that's for sure, right? And also help you to be able to share and enhance other people's lives by being able to, whether it be employ them, whether it be through donations to various charitable organizations and so on. It just makes a lot of sense. So yeah, if you had two accounts, then you can set them up as two separate companies. You're still the owner. Remember now, as an owner of I can own as many companies as I like. There's no limit, right? I can own 10 companies, 20 companies, 1,000 companies. I can do all that. If I wanted to own 1,000 McDonald's, for example, I could, right? If I wanted to own, 1,000 Starbucks, I could, right? Just have to have the money to be able to purchase them, right? That's what it comes down to. So there's no limit. And there's various ways that you could structure yourself and all this. But once, a person who's engaged in our business, once they start to generate income, they can use that funds to get the proper advice, get proper legal counsel, proper tax counsel, all these things, so that you can structure yourself, structure your business in the most cost-effective way, and also how to maximize the income that will be coming in, right? You certainly want to, minimize taxation, minimize expense, all these things you want to do. But there are a lot of great professionals out there that can help you. But I would encourage you to generate some income first, and then use that income that comes in to help you further maximize what you have access to.
Right, absolutely, Michael. So those are some of the questions that people asked. And that's why I wanted to bring this up so that everybody could understand. Now, here in California, now I am not an attorney, I'm not a legal advisor, nothing, but I wanted to say this. In California, in other states, in the United States, you can't commingle the funds, right? When you set up a business, if you commingle the fund, there's a lot of liability to it. So for me, owning several businesses, I wouldn't commingle them, but I would say this: I would designate one for my one business for my real estate, one business for charity, one business for vacations. All those things that you can do. These are kind of decisions that we have to make as a business owner, how to structure your business. Now, another question that someone had is that if I was to put this business, we're going to continue to call it as a Nguyen business or a founder position, in my daughter's name or in my son's name, who is only 4 years old, right? Let's talk about that really quick, because a lot of that questions kind of come up. Should I sign their name, having them, be in the title of that business? In real estate, we can advise on being who's holding the title of that business. But here in this type of business, we can not also advise anyone to hold the title of that business. But I think we could talk about some common sense in this case, Michael, when someone asks you, can I sign for my daughter? Can I have my daughter holding this business title?
This is what I would do, Julie, right? So, let's suppose I have 5 individuals in my family. I have a wife, some children, right? Maybe a dog, a cat. Just kidding, okay? But you have 5 people in the family, right? I would hold all of my accounts under one entity, right? So this is the family business. So there's one corporation, let's say, right? And so all the income from all the accounts that are coming into that one corporation, right? And now I can hire my wife, right? So the company, right, can hire a spouse, can hire your children, etc. And then so you pay them income out of that umbrella, right? So, that's income splitting, right? So that's something that can be done. You don't necessarily have to have, Susie has her own account and John and, Jeffrey, it doesn't have to be that way. So there's different ways that people can go about it, right? But to me, I like to keep things simple. So I would rather have just one umbrella and have everything coming in that one umbrella. And then all of us as family members, okay, you're going to be the CEO of this company. You'll be the vice president. You're going to be an executive, whatever, right? Give people different titles. You're the secretary, whatever, right? And so as a result of that, all of them command a particular salary from the business, and that's how they're receiving their income. Now that child.
Xem video không gián đoạn với YouTube Premium và đắm chìm trong những nội dung yêu thích, dù đó là sở thích quen thuộc hay một đam mê mới. Xem video không quảng cáo, không cần mạng và phát trong nền. Dùng thử YouTube Premium miễn phí.
Gets their income, depend on the country you're in, right? I know, like here in Canada, from you're born, you get a social insurance number, right? And I'd imagine the U.S. is kind of the same thing. From you're born, you have that. Once you have a social insurance number or a social security number, you can actually be employed. You can actually receive income and pay taxes accordingly, et cetera. So there's different ways that you can do that, but I'll just keep it simple. Right. And so for those who are wondering, okay, should I keep it in my child's name and all these things? Okay, is your child of legal age in your country to be able to run a business? Because it is a business. I know you want to take care of your child and your children, right? But it's still a business at the end of the day. So that's why I say I'd rather have everything under one umbrella or everything coming into the parent or parents, right? And then down the road, all of a sudden the child turns 18 now, no problem. I can hire my child. You know what? I want you to be my vice president. I want you to be my president of XYZ company. And then you're paying your child, a CEO salary. You understand? Like, that's what I would do. That's how I go about my business, because that way it keeps it nice and clean. It keeps it simple. It's easy to run. There's no worrying about who gets what, and I would just keep it simple, right? So that's how I would go about doing it, Julie.
Absolutely. That's a very good point, very good advice. As you know, we all have our own decisions that we have to make. And starting a business is, holding control of the business, naming the business, the title of the business is really important. But I wanted to talk about this, Michael. Now, having a business where you are reselling a product, is it important to know the product? Is it important to know what is the product? Is it important to know how to use a product? And I want to bring up this point because we do have products already in place, the 3 free products, O-Mail, O-Net, O-Trim. Do we know those products, right? Do we know how to navigate around those products? And now we have another product that's coming out. We have 14 days free trial, O-Connect. Is that important for people to know?
Well, it's always good to be, a product of your product, right? That's always a good thing, And so is it mandatory? Do I have to? I would say no, right? Because you can use, a lot of literature, right? You can use a lot of videos, all those things you can use to get information out to people. So even though you yourself may not fully grasp it, right? You can still sell it. Okay. I can sell a product that I don't actually use. I can do that. Is it better to actually use it and know it and understand it? Yes, absolutely. I would say it's better to know it. So if you have the time, certainly you want to get in there, understand it, see how it works, test it out for yourself, so that you are convicted that what you're offering to people is something that is good. You're not just taking my word for it or Julie's word for it or the CEO's word for it or somebody else, right? You've actually experienced it for yourself. And there's nothing more than when someone is confident about what they're talking about or what they're sharing. It comes out in your communication, whether it's verbal, whether it's written, it comes out, right? And people will resonate with that, and they want to come and join somebody who's confident about what they're doing. Like, no one wants to buy something from someone who's, well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it will work. I'm not sure. You understand? But where someone says, yes, absolutely, this is the best video conferencing platform on the planet right now, and you have to try it out for yourself. Come get your 14-day free trial. Test it. Don't take my word. You come on in and experience it for yourself, right? So people are going to resonate more with that, right? Because there's confidence behind what you're promoting. And it's not false confidence because you've actually tried it yourself. You see? You've tried it, you've used it, right? So you know what it is. So yeah, it's highly important, I believe, for people to get to know it. But again, not everybody's tech savvy, Julie. There are some people that they're going to struggle just because it's technology, not because it's complicated, but it's just because it's technology. Some people struggle with opening an email account, right? Just to go to gmail.com and get they struggle with that. And so that's okay, right? There's a place for every single person out there. Doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter your background, there's a place for every single person out there to be able to benefit from what we have to offer with OnPassive. So people should not, let fear creep in, or want to take a backseat because, oh my gosh, I don't know, it's technology. No, not at all. This is complex technology, but made simple by OnPassive.
Absolutely. And you're literally reading my mind right now, because what you brought up right now, we're going to talk about the next things. We're so lucky that OnPassive makes it so simple for all of us to share our business with others. We don't have to knock on door like, the real estate people us do. We don't have to make cold call. We don't have to make videos. We don't have to do none of that, because OnPassive has already make it simple for all of us. Now, Michael's going to say this because it's really cool when all you have to do is take what OnPassive give it to you, go and share it, and in there it has everything for it to talk about business. So let's talk about the share link, Michael, the link that we have.
Yeah, so it is very, very easy, Julie, but I wouldn't just take the link as is and just say, here you go. It depends. Like if I've been communicating, with an audience, right, for some time, and so they understand everything about OnPassive and all that, then it's just a matter of saying, okay, here, give them an update. This is where we are in the process now. We actually have our first paid product, which is our, OConnect video conference platform. Okay, so guess what? Now you can come in and you can test drive it for free for 14 days. So here's my link, create an account, right? And come on in and check it out for yourself, right? So from that standpoint, yes, I'll just give them the link. Okay, but then there are others that you have not spoken to, about OnPassive, right? So you can't just send them there and say, hey, here's my link, come on in, we're ready for you. Ready for what? Like, what are you talking about? They have no idea. So you have to be able to give them some information. And we have some fantastic videos that are on our corporate YouTube channel, right? We have some great material that's on our blog, right? That people can send to others so that they can get a good overview of what this is all about, and then take the next step, which is to create a free account with you, right? Like, it really is that simple, right? And so as people start to see the amazing technology that OnPassive has, all our products and so on, that we currently have right now, when they start to get information, see all the different partnerships, so all the great people we've aligned ourselves with, right? When people see all of that, it's an easy decision, right, to be able to come in and create a free account. It's an easy decision. And from there, they get to sell themselves, on why they should stay, right? All you want to do is to be able to just get them to come in, take a look. And when they come in, if they like what they see, right? If they start to play with OConnect, they're going to spend hours using OConnect because of all the features. It's just pleasant to the eye, right? People are going to love it. So, that's kind of how you go about it. You don't be hammering somebody over the head, oh, you need to come buy this or you need to come. Not at all, or take people's email address and just insert it in, for them to create no, let them experience it for themselves. Here's some information, and here's my affiliate link, right? And that's all one needs to do, but don't just give the link by itself though, okay?
That's right, Michael, and thank you, Michael, for saying that. It is because so many people, they just said, oh, here it is, register here, and register to what? A lot of people were not willing to give them their email or their phone number out. So I don't think it is an effective way to share your business. I wanted to say thank you to Michael. He has put some of the beautiful video details from the corporate YouTube channel together in one website for you to take and share that with people. Many of us already received that in the email that Michael broadcasted out. However, I can share this here with you because you can definitely take that and share that to the people that are interested in our own business. And once you share what Michael has put together, you can also put your link under there for them to register. At that time, it makes more sense. Is that okay with you if I share this out publicly here, Michael?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Sure.
Thank you so much for doing that. And I love what you put on there. It's very effective and very details in this website. So everybody, if you are currently watching this, if you could type this down, automaticinternetmillionaire.ws, okay? automaticinternetmillionaire.ws, or you could also go I am so in it to win it.com. Okay, that's probably easier for you to write. Some of us are not English as their first language. Basically, what I just did is I took Michael's website that he has and I forwarded it to something in a domain name that I currently have. Okay, so automaticinternetmillionaire.ws, or simpler for a lot of people who's not writing it, don't know how to spell certain words, you can do I am so in it to win it.com. All right, one of those two. And when you share that link out, make sure you have them register in whatever your link is. All right. And if you're currently following me on Facebook, definitely a lot of people ask whether or not they can use what I post. Yes, absolutely. Everything that I'm putting out there, you could use, but you can just delete coolaihub.com out and put there your link where it said register here. So it's really important to do that. All right, Michael, thank you so much for being here and share this incredible the business ideas and a lot of things that we share here. It's really important for all of us to focus on and exploring the products that are coming out, whether or not you want to focus on exploring OMail or ONet, OTrim. OTrim is really, really cool product. There we can trim, not only shorten our URL, but also use the QR code, right? For me, QR code is more for, sending an email to other people, because if you are on your phone and you share QR code to other people, how many people are on the phone versus the people that are on their computer? If you're on your phone and you see a QR code, you can't really scan it, right? So QR code for me is more of sharing it. I just bring this point up because a lot of people want to do QR code, but then they can't really share it. People need to have their camera on in order to scan it. So you can use your phone to scan your QR code. That means that you send email to people. I think it's more efficient. All right. Anything else you want to bring up today, Michael?
No, just have to help people understand that, don't just post that link that you mentioned. And, give people a little intro, couple lines, give them a little intro and then say, go here for all the details. Then you put that link and then you said, get your free account here. And then you put your affiliate link, right? Something of that nature. Again, make sure it makes sense to you, because if it doesn't make sense to you, chances are it's not going to make sense to other people, right? But if it makes sense to you, okay, then others will find it, the same, right? So just do that. Be your own tester. Okay, test it on yourself, right? And if you compose an email, send it to yourself. Make sure you can click the link, okay, and you see where it goes, okay? Then you click the affiliate link, you see where it goes, right? Test it on yourself, or test it with someone that you know before you start, really getting it out there, okay? The same way on passive, what do? They create something, test it, then they get it out there, then we start to scale it, right? So it's the same idea you want to do in your business, test first, meaning something small, right? And, oh, yeah, this is working. Okay, this is good. Okay, now you can go bigger and bigger and bigger. Some people are just getting their links out there, Julia, like gangbusters. And I'm like, okay, how effective is that? Right? You just put your link out there. Okay, like who are you trying to attract, right? What we want, folks, is we're looking for customers. We want people to be able to come in and to utilize the products, because that's how you're going to generate income going forward. Customers. And again, all this that we're talking about is optional, okay? If you don't want to, get no links out there, you don't want to share it, and you want to just sit back, relax, and wait till the company puts everything together, and then everything is finalized, optimized, all of that. Now you see, okay, all right, then you can go forward, right? So it's really a choice. Some folks are just eager and they want to get things out there. They can't help it because they're enjoying the experience, and they want others to enjoy it as well. And so therefore they're sharing their links. So again, completely optional. It's your choice. Everything's always a choice. But for those who are looking for, let's say life-changing income, Julie, certainly they want to get a jump start, and that's why they're getting their links out there. But remember, folks, there's 8 billion people with a B on the planet, right? So there's no shortage. You know what I mean? You're not going to be left out. You're not going to be left behind if you don't get your links out there to people. If you're thinking of your friends and your family, you only have so much. Come on now. You don't have millions upon millions of friends and family, right? It's a very small amount that you have. Okay? So that means the larger market, the larger prospect, the larger potential customers are people that you don't know. So remember that. People that you don't know, that's your biggest market. That's your biggest potential. Okay? And so how would you attract those individuals? So you have to start thinking like that. Don't be thinking, well, I only need to get 2, customers. So, I know there's my buddy John and there's my cousin Sue. So I'll get those 2 to come in. And then, they know tons of people. So then they'll go. That's not what this is, folks. You want to have as many customers for yourself as possible for your business. Remember now. Tell me one business where you can have like 1 or 2 customers and that's it, right? Microsoft, how many customers do they have? Apple, how many customers? So think of yourself as, a little on passive. So here's on passive that's going to have, hundreds of millions of customers, but within there, right? There's your business. How many of those customers do you want to be in your business? You understand? So all of us will have our own business within the scope of on passive, right? So it's just a matter of what it is that you're looking for. Some folks just want a couple $100 a month, Julie, and they're happy with that. But with that, you can't help anyone, right? And then there are those who want, a big bank, right? And so therefore, they have a lot of causes, a lot of people that they want to support, so that's important to understand, right? Because I think that will also help you decide, what choices you'll be making as far as sharing, okay?
Absolutely, Michael. This is me when I share something, a post. Let's just say I'm putting a post out on Facebook or LinkedIn. I think about how I am as a solving the problems. I am the solutions, right? Solving the problem that my audience is having, right? So you gotta think of yourself, because you have on passive as the digital solutions. You are going to share the solutions to other people. So then you gotta think about, what are people struggling? For example, one post that I put, and I took right it out from the website that you gave us, Michael. How would you live your life in the next 12 months? Money was no longer an issue, right? So you're focusing on the people that are, wants to have a little bit relaxed and a little bit easier in their life. So you got to put yourself as a position as you are giving them the solution, not them helping us, right? Those two mentalities are different, right? If I was to say, I need you, then I just put the link out there like crazy because I needed that. I'm desperately needing that, but we're not. We're literally giving them a solution to their problems, whatever that problem is. Focusing on put a little bit of care to it. For example, you have a group of all working moms, all working, single mom working, right? How would you put that solutions out there? How would you like to be able to work and have money or have time to spend time with your children, right? Not targeting, but I'm saying put a little bit of care into it, because you are giving them the solutions to solve whatever the problems. We all have problems. We all need solutions.
Yeah, it's customization, right? You want to customize to your audience, right? If you know your audience, now sometimes you don't know your audience, right? But if you know your audience, you want to customize to them. And we know, one thing we know for sure is that there's more than 5 billion with a B, as in Bob, right? 5 billion people, more than that, that do have money issues, right? That's something that is factual, right? And so, that's a huge market, right? And this is what we're trying to do, is to help them understand that here is a solution for you, which is on passive, right? It's a solution, right? Those who are in on passive, they will win as a result of being in, right? And then we also know that there are those individuals, Julie, that are just looking for pure products for their own existing business, right? When I look at myself, there are products that I use right now that are not powered by OnPassive, right? So the idea is for the products that are powered by OnPassive to replace those products that I currently use, right? In the future, when I want a domain name, where will I go? In my OnPassive business and purchase them, right? For email, okay, replace my existing provider and use Omail, right? And so on, right? Instead of me using this platform that we're on right now, right, or any other one, okay, we have our own video conferencing, so why would I not use that? You understand? So we know going forward that all of the products that are powered by OnPassive will be able to replace what we're currently using, because as a business owner, you always want to trim your bottom line, right? You want to minimize your expenses and maximize your profits, right? And that's going to help it, because the products are going to be so much more cost effective than what's currently in the marketplace. So a lot of companies will have to change the way they do business going forward, Julie, because of what OnPassive is coming out with and the model that they chose, because it's a choice, right? People often forget that OnPassive did not have to go this route. OnPassive could have been just like all the other companies then, and just a handful know about what's going on behind the scenes, and take 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, however long. And then when everything is ready, okay, here's this new company. Now let's go and start to sell our products. And then who makes the money? Just the few, the handful, the 5 or 10 people or so that got started with that company. And that's it. OnPassive says, no, we can do better than that. Instead of the few making all the money, all the revenue coming in, and it's just us, right? You know what? We can get individuals from around the world to come and participate, come and lock hands with us, right? And be those early birds that we talk about, right? That's who the founders and brand ambassadors are. The company says, we want to give you an opportunity to earn, okay? And so therefore, come partner with us, right? Come join hands with us and let's move forward and build this thing out, because we're going to need feedback. So having 1 million, getting feedback from 1 million is so much better than getting feedback from just 10 people. Think about when you look for reviews of products and services. You rather see a review of a product that there's only 3 reviews, and you say, oh yeah, that's the one I want to use. Or would you go with one that has, maybe 3,000 reviews, right? And so if you see that, yeah, after 3,000 reviews, it's great. It's a 7 out of 10 or a 4 out of 5 or whatever. Then you tend to go with that. So I'd rather see more reviews. And that's what we're doing as brand ambassadors. We're able to give the feedback, right? And not just a few people giving feedback. It makes a difference. It makes a difference, Julie.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. Just so you know, just for all of us here only, OnPassive hasn't opened its curtain for all of us to know it all yet. Okay, only this much. There's still a lot more that OnPassive curtain's going to be open for all of us. So when you are in our ecosystem, when you are in OnPassive, stabilization is a key, right? That's the reason why OnPassive only opened just a little bit, enough for all of us to see. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right. Thanks so much, everyone, for coming in here and join us in our conversation today. As always, we wish you all the best and continue to enjoy what OnPassive is putting right in front of us. Explore, explore, explore. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a great week. And thank you, Michael, for being here. God bless you all.
All right. Take care, everyone.